Hey guys, it's me. So I think we're going to have some students joining us at on campus August 27th. It looks like we're moving in the direction we need to move. If you're a new student, there's some things I'm going to show you tonight. If you're a returning student, there's also some things I'm going to show you. Our focus, the Thursday night, week of August, Thursday night, August 27th, is going to be vacuum testing and verify operation of instrument panel warning indicators. Those are two labs we're going to do. They're good introduction labs for the first night at the lab. Please only come to the lab if I email you, because we only have enough lab space for 8 students. So if you're getting this message, my expectations, all of you will get this message. But if you're getting my email, hopefully that means we've gotten the clear for the students that I've emailed to join me on campus tomorrow, Thursday night. So real quick, what I want to do is run you through Canvas real quick. And I'm going to show you guys some of the things I put up for you. And my expectation is that we will be ready to go. All of you will need to review the stuff that I've put new to campus tonight. So bear with me and I'll get you going here. All right, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you guys what I've done on Canvas for your success in the class. So the first thing I've done is I've added a module for Zoom sessions. So if you look here on the top of the modules area in Canvas, we're going to click on Zoom sessions. So I've included a YouTube video link, an audio of that same session, and I've also included the chat for our first class meeting. So if you missed last week, I encourage you to watch the video or listen to the audio. And if you feel that it's relevant to you, go ahead and take a look at the chat. If there's something that happened in the chat that night, you guys are welcome to click on that. I can just show you the YouTube video real quick. If you click on the YouTube video, it's going to light up. Okay, so that's pretty easy. So go back to modules. So that's the Zoom session modules. And remember, if you guys have any questions, you can email me. I try to respond to my emails first thing in the morning, whenever possible. You know, I'm just like you guys. We all have other things happening. So please, please, please just email me and I will get back to you as soon as possible. The next module here is COVID-19 safe lab practices. We spent a lot of time last week talking about that. The paper clips here, those are files that you need to review. Then as we get down, the ones with the rocket ships here, these are quizzes that need to be completed. And the ones with the little paper and pencil symbol are assignments that need to be completed. So my expectation is that you guys complete each of those. And then we also have some links here to videos that are related to the COVID training. So please complete those items. I will be emailing everybody first thing in the morning to kind of give you an idea of how we look with our COVID training so that we can attend class on Thursday night. Half of us will be attending class on Thursday. The next half will be attending class on Tuesday. There's a possibility that I'm going to be pre-recording our lectures before each class meeting. So please send your questions on email so that I can answer those questions in the next Zoom session, especially if I'm pre-recording them. I want to make sure that my recordings are answering your questions, okay? The next thing down is our safety requirements. That stuff's pretty simple. This is going to be your SP2 service safety and your SP2 service pollution prevention. And then we included the COVID shop access video. So this video gives you, if you were here on the first night, it's going to give you an example of how to enter the building at Miramar College so that we can do our lab work. So please follow all the instructions to a T. They're going to be very strict about our COVID rules. Moving down, I have some general resources that I posted. What will happen is I'll publish and unpublish these as necessary, but here's uploading an assignment or task sheet. Here's the video of the Stirling engine that we used on the last meeting on Tuesday. Here's the 4-stroke engine and the calculating power videos that we shared on Tuesday as well. And then we talked on the first or second night about the course catalog and how to get a degree or certificate in our automotive program and what classes are necessary for each achievement. I've included those, just the 3 important pages from the course catalog there so that you guys can review that as needed. And then I also included the link for ASE.com for those of you who are looking to make a career out of this. I encourage you to start at ASE.com to register for the website so that you have an account. You can register for a test, take the test, and become certified as soon as possible. Okay, so those are some of the resources from the things we've talked about. Some of this stuff is relevant and will be up for the entire semester. Some of this other stuff, when we're done with the relevant chapters, I'll take it down and just put in the things that are relevant. So moving on, the ASC course pretest. This is the pretest. This should be done by class, by the beginning of class tomorrow. This is going to give me an idea where our baseline is. Where are we as a class? What's our knowledge base? And it's going to give me enough information to know whether or not we've learned this semester. So please take that test as soon as you can. Here it says that it's worth 61 points. On the syllabus, it's worth 10 points. We're going to be going with what it says on the syllabus. Like I said before, Canvas and I are not friends. So I tried to fix that 61 points to say 10, and I'm unable to do that. So I'll be asking for help on that, but it's just not super important right now. Just know that you'll get 10 points for completing the test. The test can't hurt you. It's only going to give you 10 points for completing it. So moving on, I've included the Chapter 12 module. And like I said, the way to move through these modules is to click on the first item, follow the prompts. This is your pre-test for Chapter 12. You click Take the Test. You're going to take the quiz. When you're done with the quiz, you can come down here on the bottom right, click Next. That's going to take you to the next item in Chapter 12. So this is my CDX access. So there's some text here that I need to read, some images to take a look at, principles of thermodynamic internal combustion engines. I lectured on most of this stuff on Tuesday. So I encourage you guys to review this, read it word for word. You guys paid for this book. You want to make sure you're using this book, okay? When you're done with the reading, you hit next again. There's a quiz for that section of the book, okay? So CDX does a really good job of laying this stuff out. So I want to make sure you guys are using it to the best of your ability, okay? And then after you complete that quiz, then there's another section, describe the operation of the 4-stroke engine. Again, we lectured on that. So please, please, please do your best to complete these items, okay? So then it keeps going and going. Chapter 12 is not too long, but it's long enough where you're gonna have to invest some time. So remember, guys, you're making an investment in yourself. Nobody can take the knowledge from you once it's in your brain, okay? So get it in your brain as quickly as you can, study this stuff, immerse yourself in it, and it's gonna stick. So please just follow the steps, hit each one of these items. Each one of these little rocket ships is a different quiz or activity that you're gonna get points for. And then the little links here are going to send you to the information where the answers for the quiz questions are located. Okay, so that's your chapter 12. So chapter 12 is really about the theory of the engine and the physics that allow the engine to operate. Okay, so the next thing here is I want to talk about task sheets. I've only posted the task sheets that are relevant to what we're going to be doing in the lab the first couple of nights. So here's the first one, is task sheet 392. The title of this task sheet is performing a engine absolute manifold pressure test. It's going to be a vacuum or boost test. You're going to determine necessary action. So if I actually click, excuse me. So that's the task sheet you're going to be doing. If I start at the top, it says, download and complete the following hands-on activity in the shop, then submit your sheet below. Your instructor will evaluate your competency level. So this document is a PDF. So you're going to fill this PDF. You'll have to save it on your desktop. The laptops at the school, when you log in, you'll save everything on your desktop. Those laptops, every night, they clear out everything. So you're going to fill that thing electronically, right? So you should be able to type in here, describe the purpose of this test, the purpose, let me fix my caps. The purpose of this test is to inspect the condition of the engine and its ability to produce vacuum, right? And then what's going to happen is you can hit print. And when you hit print, it says save as PDF. And you should be able to save it on your computer. You'll be able to save it to your desktop. And then you could change the name to C392 Sevilla. Right, and then I would hit save. This computer doesn't allow me to save to my desktop because it's a district computer. But for you, it would save to your desktop. And then when you're all done doing that, you would be able to go to submit assignment, and then it'll allow you to, right here, choose your file. And then you can go to your desktop, find your PDF in the files, and upload it. Okay, so that's how you're going to be submitting your assignments. The other thing I've done here is, besides the task sheet being available to you, I have included a couple of YouTube videos, and right here where it says N13001, this is actually a link to the literature that talks about this test and what the different readings mean on the gauge, right? So here's the vacuum gauge. It gives you the steps 1, 2, 3, and then how to do different vacuum tests with a pressure transducer as well as a gauge. Okay, so if you've taken advanced electrical, you know what a pressure transducer is, and you know what a lab scope is. So that's what these patterns are, showing us the frequency of the vacuum pulses in the engine. So being able to look at this information, we can identify areas in the engine where there's possibly increase or decrease in vacuum per cylinder. So this is a 4-cylinder engine. So this red line is telling us this is top dead center cylinder 1. So this mountain here, cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4, depending on whatever the firing order is. But you could see cylinder 1 is looking different, right? So that increase or loss of vacuum indicates that we could have a problem in the cylinder. There could be a problem with a vacuum leak on one of the intake ports. There could be a problem with the piston ring sealing, vacuum leak because we have a leaking or burned valve. So there's a lot of reasons that it could be causing a problem. These patterns here look pretty consistent. So you take your time, read that, and it's going to give you an idea of how to perform this test. I have also included a couple of YouTube videos. So when you click on the video, it's going to take you straight to an ad on this one. But the videos are, I did preview the videos, and the information is about 90% acceptable to me. So we're going to go with it. You know, I'm kind of picky, so I will pick apart the videos here because, well, that's my personality. These guys do a pretty good job, though, of explaining the test. So please watch these videos. It's going to save us a lot of time when you come to the lab. You're going to have a basic idea of how to do a vacuum test. I know we talked about it a little bit on Tuesday's session. Watch these videos, read the content, and you'll be able to complete that task sheet with no issues, okay? So next assignment, let's go back to modules here. The next task sheet is C898. This task sheet is a little less complex. This is N15001. Excuse me, this is task sheet C898, verify operation of the instrument panel engine warning indicators. Those are indicators like the check engine light, oil pressure warning light, low coolant light. This lab sheet is going to be asking for those specifics. So one of the things I wanted to show you is on this lab sheet, it asks you to research warning light operation, okay? So we use a tool called prodemand.com. So if you go to prodemand.com on your school laptop, you should be able to automatically log in. What you want to do is you want to select your vehicle. Okay, so I've already selected my vehicle, the 2018 Nissan Armada. That's my wife's car. And what I'm going to do here is Mitchell has a great search engine. So we're going to type in instrument panel. And I'm going to hit enter. And then it's going to pull up a whole list of things. So there's instrument panel compartment, airbag, electrical center. Instrument panel cluster is kind of what we're talking about here. So the cluster is the part that has all the gauges and warning lights. And then it asks me if I want to see the technical service bulletins, the specifications, OEM testing procedures, component connectors, component locations, component operation, remove and replace instructions, diagrams, wiring diagrams, or parts and labor information. So anytime my lab sheet's asking me to do research and identify the proper operation of a system, one of the first things I want to look at is component operation. So when I click on component operation, it's going to give me a little menu here. So it tells me the arrangement of a combination meter, a system description, components and parts for the security system, components and parts for the warning chime system, the combination meter system description for the warning chime system, and a component function check. So if I start at the top of this menu, it's going to go through that whole list, right? So this is the combination meter. If we look at the full screen, it kind of shows you all of the warning lights that are available on this vehicle. You see here it has an A, B, and then a C, D. So if we look at our chart a little closer, A means that if the vehicle is equipped with the ASCD system, I think that's automatic stability control dynamics. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. You're going to be looking at the A, the symbol with the A on it. The symbol with the B means that it includes ICC. I'm not sure what ICC is. I would have to look up that acronym. And then any of the symbols that have the letter C means that that is for USA equipped vehicles. And then D would be for vehicles that are sold outside of the USA, right? So that's kind of breaks down for me what symbols I should be looking at for my vehicle. So C, my brake light and my ABS light are going to be amber words, okay? And then A, my cruise control light is going to have this box around it, okay? So that's kind of what I'm going to expect in the United States. Scrolling down, it kind of explains to me the combination meter receives necessary signals from each unit, switch and sensor, and controls the following functions. And then it says that the combination meter includes measuring instruments, warning lamps, indicator lamps, meter illumination control, meter effect function, information display. The combination meter incorporates a buzzer function that sounds an audible alarm with the integrated buzzer device. Refer to combination meter for further details. And the combination meter includes an onboard diagnosis function. The combination meter can be diagnosed with Consult. Consult is Nissan's diagnostic system, okay? And then we keep going a little further. The combination meter transmits the vehicle's speed signal to the BCM via a CAN communication. BCM means body control module. CAN stands for controller area network, okay? So that's pretty advanced, the diagnostic language. So if you're going to be in the advanced electronics class, those are some things you're going to be really familiar with by the time you're done. BCM also receives the vehicle speed signal from the ABS actuator and electronic unit via CAN communication. The BCM compares both signals to detect the vehicle's speed. So the combination meter or the speedometer is actually getting a signal from the ABS module as well as the body control module. Excuse me, the body control module is receiving that module. So it's from the ABS actuator and electronic control unit. So the speed comes from the ABS system. So let's see. So now we're talking about the warning chime system. The buzzer for the chime system is integrated in the combination meter. So this is the back of the meter. So when I pull the meter apart, this component right here, that's labeled number 1, is actually the component that is used as the buzzer. Oh, excuse me. And then if I scroll down a little further, combination meter warning chime system description. The combination meter sounds the alarm buzzer installed in the meter when receiving the buzzer output signal transmitted from each unit. And then it goes on to component function check. Select intelligent key of BCM using the console inside the buzzer. So this is how to check the buzzer. Okay. And that's what it's given us. Let's see. And that's it. That's it. Right. So on some vehicles, it's going to give you a little more information on the instrument cluster. It might tell you like what the oil warning light's supposed to do. It might tell you what the coolant light's supposed to do when we start the engine, and so on and so forth. So there's that. I'm also going to post a video for this function, excuse me, for this lab, so that you guys can have an idea of so you guys have an idea of what you're going to be looking at. The video was made by some of my high school students. So really, at the end of the day, we're trying to identify what are the warning lights supposed to do, when are they supposed to come on, when are they supposed to stay off. And then also, what are some of the other functions you see the gauges and warning lights doing while you're operating the key. So we'll be reviewing this lab as well. So please look out for additional content or additional supporting content in this module, okay? So I'm gonna stop sharing there. All right, guys, so So that's kind of the breakdown of what we're going to be focusing on for Thursday. So if you have any questions about anything that I covered, please shoot me an email. You're welcome to, please watch this video as soon as possible. I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. If you're new to the class and adding, please watch the previous Zoom videos that I've posted. I have a few more that I'm going to be posting as soon as possible. It takes a little time to upload those. It's something that is new to me, so hopefully I get the hang of it here and things start to become a little more efficient as we get through the semester. So I just want to say have a good night. Thank you for watching my video, and please, please, please stay caught up, and let's get this stuff done. We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night. Bye.